First of all, I want to talk about Cal because I thought they did a really, really good job in the game executing. They shot the ball extremely well from the three. I thought Kravish was just spectacular with his play inside. And we didn't have a lot of answers in there for him, and I felt like he had a difficult time defending the perimeter as well too, which has been some problems we've had off and on, obviously all year. I also want to say, when I took over this program 11 months ago, I saw a group of young men that lacked a lot of confidence. I saw a group of young men that have been through so much the last 2 years, and it's a testament to their character. They have just been phenomenal this year in terms of allowing us to coach them, handling themselves both on the floor and off the floor, the travel, how they handle themselves in airports and hotels. Just a really, really special group to be around. Their record may not reflect it, but they had a lot of victories this year, in my opinion, just in terms of how much growth took place within our program.
Questions?
Ernie, was any part of your game plan, or how much of it was built around David Kravish coming into the game?
No, he had not hurt us too bad in the last 2 games, and we talked about keeping the ball out of his hands and keeping from touching it so much. I just didn't think we did a very good job of that. Once he got rolling and got his confidence, he was very, very difficult to stop. So I wouldn't say he was the #1 focal point just because their guards are so good. Matthews has been shooting so well. Tyrone torched us for 21 in the first half alone when we played him last, but it was certainly a focal point to kind of limit his touches, though.
Ernie, they had a lot of second chance points or hustle plays early in the game. Were you surprised at your team's energy and focus coming out?
Yeah. The surprise wasn't so much of the hustle points. It was the hustle points that we gave up to them. I thought there were several opportunities that we could have grabbed rebounds. We were kind of bumbling into each other a little bit, so I don't know if that's nerves or whatever, but I didn't think we got to a great start to the game. Consequently, they had tremendous confidence after about the first 8-9 minutes of the game. It was a different Cal team that we had to deal with.
Ernie, can you talk about the performance Bird gave defensively, chasing Lacey most of the game, and also just kind of how they held down your 2 top scorers, Josh and Devontae?
I thought they did a really good job out on the perimeter with using their athletic guards to switch and took us out of some things. Again, I think for us, when we defend and we have energy at that end of the floor, usually we can get out and run, get some easy buckets. They eliminated a lot of that. When we lost the offensive rebounds and gave them easy putbacks, it's hard to run on a team when they're scoring. If they're shooting 67% from the three and Kravish is having the game he has, there's not a lot of transition opportunities for us, which doesn't allow Devontae to get out and run and us create some opportunity where we get some easy buckets. Everything became a half-court game, and they were pretty good defensively in the half-court, taking some things away from us.
A question for the players. You guys will both be back. Can you talk about this year as a development?
This year was hard coming off of what we had last year, and when we first met Coach Kent, he talked about how we were going to play fast, and I feel like we did that for the most part this year. And me and Josh, us being underclassmen, I feel like we learned a lot from our 3 seniors, Jordan, Dex, and Devontae. I feel like they led us for the most part. They did a great job of teaching us how to act on and off the court. So, and Coach Kent, he just instilled confidence in us that we haven't seen before. So, I really appreciate everyone that was around us for this year, and can't wait for next year.
Josh, you add anything to that?
Yeah, pretty much the same thing. What he said. We've been working a lot as a unit and growing over this past year, and we didn't want it to end it this way for our seniors, Dex, Devontae, and Jordan. But I think we do have a strong core of guys coming back who can make a strong run next year.
Right here.
Ernie, again, Jordan, big first half. Could you speak a little bit to maybe not the reasons for him not carrying that into the second half as much?
A big thing with Jordan is, as you know, is confidence. And I thought they started the game with a small lineup, so we instantly went inside. I thought he got off to a great start to the game. Probably had a few more buckets that he could have scored on the floor that really would have helped his confidence. The foul trouble really knocked him out of rhythm, I thought, because he was really starting to score and get a feel for the game, and he picked up the second quick foul, and he consequently picked up the third foul as well too in the second half. So I felt like they had a big difference on his game and his confidence inside.
Coach, what's just your message to your three seniors as they just conclude their
Say it again.
What's your message to your three seniors maybe as they just conclude their careers at WSU?
Well, a couple of things. I told them every team in the country, when it's all said and done, there's just one champion at the end of the year, and everybody else feels like us. Because when your season ends, it's an abrupt end to everything, the emotion and all that stuff. For those three seniors, however, when their careers are over, they need to really take some time and stop and reflect in terms of how much growth and development that happened with them in their lives. Because if you knew each one of their individual stories, they are already a success in their life for being here and handling themselves like they handled themselves. Those are some strong character men down there that did a tremendous job of laying an outstanding foundation. So I told them that this program, my staff, and in particular myself, we will forever be indebted to what they did for us this year, because they did a lot for this team behind the scenes, just by able to allow themselves to be transparent and show their strength of character, because it's outstanding.
Question in the back.
Ernie, Devontae specifically, we saw the emotion there at the end of the game, a guy that gave so much heart to this program. Can you just talk about, when you see somebody that it means so much to when that career comes to an end, what specifically you think about him?
Specifically, you wanted to play again, and particularly for those seniors, you wanted to play and continue to play as much as possible, because again, he's a player that, in this day and age, I've said this several times with young people. I mean, there were 400 transfers in Division I college basketball 2 years ago, 500 last year. It's on course to be 600 this year. And when you have a player that is your best player, one of your better players in the conference, he did not jump schools like so many kids want to jump schools because they can go have success more and get an opportunity to get to the NBA quicker or whatever. He stayed. He stayed at his school. He was true to his school. And if anybody deserved to have some success, it was Devontae Lacey. To me, part of the emotion you saw was a young man who loved his teammates, who loved his college experience, and therefore it was very difficult to see that come to an end, because that, to me, epitomizes what a college student athlete should be about. Staying loyal, staying true blue, staying home, and trying to build his basketball program. When he had an opportunity to leave, he did not do it.
Coach Kent, kind of first year with WSU, obviously it takes a while to build a program. Your thoughts on just year one and how you feel moving ahead now with this program?
I was elated that the day Bill Moose gave me an opportunity to come back and work for him and get back into coaching. And every day, even through the adversity, has been a good day, because even through your losses, through the adversity of coming back, your basketball program was constantly learning and growing and getting better. With the year that Devontae Lacey had and Jordan and Dex, their growth, it shows me again that relationships are extremely important at this level. And then to see these two guys next to me, how much they developed this year. I mean, Ike did a fabulous job for us. I mean, the game he had, the last game of the season, was just an incredible game, and he's had some wonderful moments. And for Josh to lead this conference in rebounding, have the second biggest turnaround in college basketball in terms of most improved, I can't tell you how happy and how proud of those two, because the three seniors led us to this point, and they left this program in tremendous hands. With Ike and Josh, Junior Longers is another. Those are going to be three very vocal, outstanding seniors that, again, are on track academically. They're your hardest workers. They're going to be the guys we call on to lead us next year, and I think we got great leadership coming down the road.
Let's close it out right here.
Josh, you made great improvements over this last summer, over this last offseason coming into this season. As you go into next season, it starts tomorrow, I guess, this offseason. Where do you take your game?
I definitely feel like I need to improve defensively out on the perimeter, guarding quicker players that I have to switch out on. Also getting stronger and getting better position on the post, fronting, and not letting them get the ball. I feel like Kravish kind of exposed our big guys tonight, especially. And continue to get quicker and improve my shot, and extend it out to the 3-point range as well.
All right, thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.